Hello everybody, this is Robert Radford with another game of chess from 50 Years of Chess. My opponent in this game is Michael Fielding. We've played one already, which is on 50 Years of Chess, but I got the dates mixed up on that one with this one. The one I did previously, I have that down as 2017. But in actual fact, it was 2016 we played that other match. This is the one that was played in 2017 between myself and Mike Fielding in the Bristol Major. I was rated around 1825 in this game, and Mike was about 1675. So anyway, let's have a look. I was playing white, and I opened with d4. Mike played f5, Dutch defence, which he played quite a lot back then. So I played e4, and f takes e, knight c3, knight f6, and bishop g5. e6, knight takes e4, bishop e7, bishop takes f6, bishop takes f6, knight f3, castle, bishop d3, b6, knight e5, bishop b7, queen h5. Now, because I've had some good results against Mike, I wanted to get attacking him early and get him a bit nervous and maybe get the psychological thing going with him, if I could. But he can be quite a tenacious player, and he played bishop takes knight, and I played pawn takes on e5, taking the bishop. Then he exchanged the knight on e4, and I retook the bishop. So it looks as though I've got a good threat here with queen takes h7, and I'm also attacking the rook. But Mike can play g6. Now, after bishop takes pawn, pawn takes, and queen takes, I would get an automatic draw with just checking him on g6 and h6. But obviously I don't want the draw. I want to try and win this tournament. And so I played queen back to g4. c6, h4. I want to keep attacking his king side as much as possible. So he's gone queen into e7, and I've castled queenside. Now, this is the plan, that he's got a backward pawn on d7, and he can't push it, he can't thrust it to d5 because of he takes d, giving me a pass pawn. So he's stuck with that pawn there for the time being. Knight a6, c3, knight to c5, hitting the bishop. So I just supported it with the pawn, and he took, and I took on e4. It seems Mike have been happy to exchange continually in this game. I think he didn't want to have to think too much about what to do. But he's actually got a bit of a problem here with that backward pawn. It's going to be a problem for him. So he's played rook f7, and I played g3 so that I can push on f4 when he doubles up his rooks. And that's exactly what I did. So that's made it really difficult. He's doubled up his rooks and they've got nowhere to go now. He's not quite thinking it through. King g7, rook d6, h5, then rook h1 to d1. So there you are. I've got continual pressure now on that d7 pawn, which is a real problem for black. It's hard for him to get a game going here. So he's brought the other rook across, hoping to hold on as I play a4. And now he's gone back with the queen to e8. So by playing queen to e2, I'm looking at going to queen h6 at the first chance I get. So he's defending the a pawn, but I still go queen a6 because I want to try and get in behind this b pawn. So he's preventing me from doing that with queen c8. So I swapped off, which is fine because I now win the pawn on d7. This was the plan, and this was his weakness all along, having a backward pawn. You have to try not to get into those situations where you find yourself defending because of it. So after rook takes pawn, Mike played rook c7. So I brought the rook back rather than exchange. This is far better because now I found myself another weak pawn to attack. Two weak pawns, one on c6 and one on e6. Very difficult. He's going to have to use both his rooks to defend both pawns while I'm only attacking both with one rook. So this is great. So now I've played my king up, coming in for the endgame now. King to f2, king f7, rook d3, a5, and now rook d8. So now I can free that rook. I can do things like rook to b8, which would probably mean he'd play rook to b7, or I can play a better move. So first of all, he's protecting that pawn. He's thinking that's where I'm going to go. But I'm going to go with the other rook now into d6. Again, hitting that weak pawn on c6. So he brought the other rook across to defend it. And he's got everything covered, but I can play around a bit here. And this is what's interesting. He pushed on b5. I played rook check on h7. He played king g8. I just took the rook on c7. He took the rook, and then I took another pawn. So now Mike's a couple of pawns down and in a lot of trouble here. Should be a win for me now. I don't see any reason why not. So he's gone pawn takes pawn. Rook takes on g6 check, and Mike resigned because it's getting just ridiculously hard for him now. I've got all these passed pawns and that coming through, and they're all connected nicely. He's not going to be able to do anything. So that was the game. It was rather full of errors from Mike in this game. He can play better chess than this. There you go. That was the game with Mike Fielding from the Congress in 2017 on the June 2017, and that was what, 8 years ago. 8 years ago. So here the picture with Mike Fielding. He's sat next to me actually. If you follow the cursor, that's me there. I was playing Max Walker, which I got that game on 50 Years of Chess. And next to me with the cap and the red shirt, that's Mike Fielding, who I played in this particular game. He's on the next board down. So that's Mike. And so I'll say cheerio then, and I'll see you again very soon with another game. All right, bye.